I'm here at the Rankin House in Ripley, Ohio, one starting point of a very important Underground Railroad network. We are here at the house of Reverend Rankin with award-winning author Anne Hagedorn, who wrote the book Beyond the River, which is all about the Underground Railroad here in Ripley, Ohio. What were the biggest successes and failures of the Rankin network?
Well, if we were to interview John Rankin today, I'm sure he would say that the Civil War, from his point of view, was a failure. Why did we, not the war itself, because it wasn't, but the fact that we had to go to war to end slavery. He believed that you could end slavery by informing people, educating people. And so I think probably he felt disappointed deeply that we had to have a civil war. All of his sons were in that war, by the way, and lived through it.
Tell me about the importance of Reverend Rankin and his impact on abolitionism in the years before the Civil War.
Yes, well, I could write a book about that. Oh, actually, I did. I can tell you very quickly that 2 years after Rankin's arrival in Ripley, he read a letter that his brother had sent him from Virginia telling him that he had purchased slaves. Of course, John Rankin was horrified by that, and so he began to write a series of letters to his brother, because these letters were picked up by several publishers through the years and eventually were read and published by the renowned abolitionist in Boston, William Lloyd Garrison. In the 5th edition of his letters, he wrote, "Let all friends of justice do what they can in their several circles and according to their various stations, capacities, and opportunities, and all their little streams of exertion will, in process of time, flow together and constitute a mighty river that shall sweep away the yoke of oppression and purge our nation from the abominations of slavery," unquote. When Harriet Beecher Stowe was asked years later, how did slavery end? How was it abolished? She answered in 2 words, John Rankin.
Down by the Riverside dates back to before the American Civil War. The song suggests baptism in water, using the metaphor of crossing the River Jordan to enter the Promised Land in the Old Testament. The refrain of "Ain't Gonna Study War No More" is a reference to a quotation found in the book of Isaiah, chapter 2, verse 4. "Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore." Because of this pacifistic imagery, Down by the Riverside has also been used as an anti-war protest song, especially during the Vietnam War. The song is also included in a collection of socialist and labor songs.